channel. In this video I'm going to make a pink Lolita doll. The last time I made a Lolita, I learned that her clothes weren't very accurate. So this time I tried my best to test my sewing skill, as I think I'm not very good at it. I started with the clothes. I chose pink and white as the main colors. I drew the patterns I made and cut them. The sleeves first. To join the top and bottom of them, I made a tiny fold in the middle of the top part, and then I sewed the bottom rectangle. Using a pattern as a size reference, I made a gathering stitch in the top edge to make them puffy. Finally, I folded and sewed the bottom edge. To make the bodice, I took this white triangle and folded the top edge. I decorated it with a piece of white lace. I attached the sides of the bodice to the triangle, following the guidelines. Then I sewed the shoulders to join front and back. To sew the sleeves, I had to be careful of where the ruffles needed to be. Then I just closed the bodice, sewing the sides. I wanted to make a sailor collar, so I made these shapes. I sewed two pieces together, turned them inside out and ironed them to look nice and flat. As I don't have embroidery thread, I passed normal thread 3 times through the needle for thickness. Near the edges, I made uneven crosses. Then I joined them with a single stitch. After that, I sewed the collar pieces to the main bodice. I added Velcro to the back, this way, to be able to remove the dress. For the skirt, I made this skirt pattern. It didn't look nice, that's why I changed it for a long rectangle. But first I wanted to add a lace layer. I used a rectangle of tulle and sewed the lace. This wavy one on the bottom, and this other one in the middle. I sewed this pleated strip to the bottom of the white rectangle. The white skirt will be covered by a pink layer. To make it, I drew this trapezoidal shape twice. I wanted to add pink pleats too. To make them, I cut a long strip of fabric, folded it in half and ironed it. I folded the strips this way to make the pleats and sewed them at the top. And I got this. I sewed the strip to the bottom of the trapezoid. But I didn't sew the side yet. Because first I wanted to decorate it too, using this flower lace and this thin strip made with the same fabric. It's quite important that the stitches here aren't visible, so I sewed it this way. After adding the decorations, I could finally sew the pleats to the side part. I made them smaller in the top part. I layered the skirt and sewed a running stitch. I gathered it, which was harder than usual. And joined bodice and skirt. I sewed the skirt closed. And we're almost done. I made a bow sewing a strip of fabric. With a gathering stitch in the middle, I created the bow shape. The center is made with white fabric covered with lace. After sewing the bow to the dress, it's finally finished. To make some simple socks, I used a couple of rectangles of fabric. I hemmed the top, pinned it to the doll's leg and sewed. I added lace to the top too after turning them inside out. I should have done this when I sewed the top. Now the shoes. As I wanted round tips, I made the shape with some aluminum foil. I also covered the whole foot with it. I made the shoes with Milliput, which is a two-part epoxy clay. To manipulate it, it's important to use gloves. I started molding the soles. I used water to make the surface smooth. When they were completely dry, I made the rest of the shoes, the tip first. Then the back. And finally the sides. I made some bows with more Milliput. And attached them to the front of the shoe. When they were dry, the next day, I sanded all the imperfections. I covered them with a layer of Mod Podge to make a more even surface. And I painted them. I started with a single layer of white, then several ones of a very watered down pink. I glued a loop of satin ribbon to the back of the shoe. And 2 more pieces of ribbon to the sides. I finished them, adding a cute touch to the soles. To make the headpiece, I used Worbla. I drew and cut the basic shape. It looks like a band-aid. I covered a mannequin's doll head with plastic wrap. I heated the Worbla to make it soft and placed it on the head to create the shape I wanted. I also made 2 little holes to be able to attach the headpiece to the doll later. I glued a piece of fabric to the Worbla and cut the excess. These tiny cuts will help me wrap the whole piece with the fabric. I used white ribbon to make a crisscross decoration. I cut all the pieces I needed and simply glued them in place. I covered the bottom for a clean look. I glued more lace to the edges of the headpiece. I did this twice. And covered all the glue with more ribbon. To make a tiny bow, I sewed a loop of white ribbon, then another of pink one. I sewed them together and covered the middle with more white ribbon. I glued the bows to the headpiece to finish it. This girl also needed a cute back. I wanted to make a cat shape one. I drew the cat silhouette to a piece of paper with thick lines of graphite pencil. This way, I could transfer it to this sheet of craft foam using the round side of some scissors. I cut the cat shapes. I glued a very thin strip of foam to the edges and then I closed it with the other cat head. I covered this with a piece of fluffy pink fabric. Cut the excess when the glue was dry. And covered the rest of the foam with more fabric. I also used ribbon to make the strap, with some pearls too. I added them with the help of thread and a needle. You need to pull very firmly to be able to pass the pearls through the ribbon. I did a similar technique to join the strap and the bag. To secure it, I just tied a knot in the desired length. And I glued some rhinestones to give the kitty a face. Now I can work on the doll. I decided to use Frankie because her face is so sweet. I cut her hair as close to the scalp as possible. I sunk her head in boiling water to soften the vinyl and remove the hair. I cleaned the inside, scraping it with a screwdriver and pulling out the rest of the hair with pliers. All this was inside. It was harder to remove than usual. I cleaned the factory face with pure acetone. And the body paint with acetone-free nail polish remover. You need to scrub more than with acetone, but everything gets clean without melting the plastic. I also removed the bolts from the neck with my X-Acto knife. I used nail buffers to remove the glossy layer from the body, and then I cleaned all the dust with rubbing alcohol before spraying everything with Mr. Super Clear. To change the skin color, I used my usual method of layering PanPastels and MSC until I got the color I wanted. I end this step with the body and face shading. I can finally start with the face up. Using a color similar to the skin tone, I drew the shape of the eyes. I also worked on the nose and nostrils. I wanted her to be smiling, so I drew small lines to her mouth. Then I started working on the lips. I'm doing too many pink lips lately, and I'm afraid I'm starting to develop the same face syndrome with my dolls. For my next one, I'm going to try to get out of my comfort zone and create something a bit different. I drew the eyebrows. This time they came even quite easily. I drew the iris's shape and started to add color. The tear duct, the scleras, and the irises. I almost forgot the blush. For the eyes, I wanted to make those eyes that are green and brown at the same time. As I was saying, I think that lately I've been doing the same kind of dolls, and I'm afraid that maybe I'm too stuck. I think I need to evolve, but my skill is not the best. I feel that I struggled to find my own doll style, and now that I found it, I can't move on from it. I'm not a great artist in any medium, but with dolls, I feel I found something that I can do relatively fine, and well, I want to keep improving on it. It's not that I don't like this doll, I love her, but I don't know, maybe all my last dolls look too similar? For the first time, I used some mica powder to add some shimmer to the doll. I love how it looks! The eyelashes are getting easier for me to draw. I'm happy about that! The pupils, with the pastel pencil I added a bit of highlights under the pupils. I finished the face up with the white reflections on the ice. I also painted her nails pink. For the hair, I prepared these yarn wefts. I saved half of the wefts as they are and I curled the other half. To do it, I cut the wefts in tiny pieces. I wrapped them around the handle of my X-Acto knife . And heated them with my hair straightener. To keep the curls, I used super strong hairspray. Then I glued the hair directly on the doll. I started with the fringe. I glued the hair, cut and style it layer by layer. An eyebrow comb dipped in water is the best method for me to style yarn hair. I glued the curls to the bottom part of the head. For the top, I used the yarn I kept straight. I cut and styled every layer with an eyebrow razor. I usually make a couple of thicker wefts to make the part line. I glued them in the opposite direction to form it. And now we can finally say that the doll is done! She has a lot of details and accessories and I'm really proud of the outfit. What do you think about her? I really hope that you like her. Thank you so much for watching. Your support means a lot. See you again very soon. Bye!